Hey folks, it's me. I'm back again. One more daily pattern. This one is called Chence, like chain link fence. It's drawn on a pencil grid. I don't want to draw on my phone. It's drawn on a pencil grid. You make these little S wavy shapes, and then you do an aura sort of. And then you continue that S wave, almost like you would start cadent with no dot. It's sort of that same sort of S, but it's got two lines, and then you keep going in that fashion, row by row. And then when you come back going the other way, you then just connect. And it's really difficult. This one's really hard to figure out just from the step out. There are more than one video that shows how it's done, and I did watch those. Hopefully that will help me. I've done this one before. I haven't done it recently, but I've done this one before, so we'll give this a go. I'll move this out of the way so I can see it, but you don't have to look at it the whole time. And let's just get started. I am going to, because I don't know what I want to do, how I want to connect my fence to anything, I am going to actually make a pretty big border here. Because I don't know how I want to, I don't know if I want it attached or if I want it inside another tangle like it's peeking through. I haven't decided yet. And then I want to make sure that I have a guideline. So I'm going to go ahead and just lightly pencil a little guidelines and then across this way. Because your chain link fence is in a sort of diamond grid pattern, but you want to be able to kind of follow that along. Pen. A pen would help. So I'm just going to pick one direction to go. I guess I'm going to pick this way, and so it's sort of from here. I'm going to start here. It's sort of an S shape. Ooh, my hand is, I don't like this pen. What happened to this pen? Anyway, okay. So we're just going to continue sort of this S shape and then finish it off here. Do an S with a double line. Actually could make it more curvy so that I don't have to come back and do this little bit here, so I think I'll try that. More curvy, more like that. We'll see what that does. Yeah, that's helpful. Oops, that might not be helpful. Okay, like that and like that. Okay, and then this one, of course, would be the same going the other way. A bit of a curve like that, and then like that. Okay, and then just keep doing it. So, a bit more curve, up and around, up and around. Around. And I'm just going to have to come back and do that other bit. Separate thing, I think. Just so I can keep this pattern going and keep the rhythm. And then I'll just come back and fix these little spots where they don't quite meet. I don't seem to have that knack just yet. And then this one. I think that just needs to be longer. Huh. Yeah, that first one needs to be just longer than this second one. I think that's my problem. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, and then this goes this way somehow. This one didn't get like that. Okay. So little lines like that, and then this goes this way, connects there. It's an S shape. I gotta remember to make this line longer. See, I touched here, that's great, but then I still have to come back and finish that. So if that one's longer and that one's not as long, I should be able to do my next stroke and not have to come back and fix it, right? Yep, I'm just a slow learner, that's alright. I figured it out. It just took me a while. Half a tile, no big deal. Okay, so here, and make that one longer, and then there, not as long, and then here. See, I still didn't do it right. That's alright. And then these definitely go this way and that way. Okay, so now that I've done them all going one direction, I need to turn my tile, and I need to connect this to this. And this is the hard part. This is the part that took me a minute to figure out. That has to have like that. Okay. So this piece here connects to here, and this inside piece connects. I'm going to do it with a pencil first. This inside piece connects to this outside of that one, and the outside of this one connects to the inside of that one. So the inner portions are opposite. Does that make some sense? So the inside of this connects to the outside of that. Outside of this connects to the inside of that. Let's try that with a pen. So skip over that part and just do that. Skip over that, come out and just do that. Skip over that and just do this. Skip over, and we're going to there. So here, this one's the inside to the outside. Skip over to the outside. Skip over to the inside. Inside, skip over to the outside. Outside, skip over to the inside. Inside, skip over, and we don't have an outside there, and skip over, right? That looks good. This one's connected to, ooh, that one's way off. It's not connecting right. What is not correct here? That should be connecting to here, but doesn't seem like it's going to line up properly. And I'm not too sure why. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just see what happens. We're going to go the inside of this one to the outside of this one. So from here up to there, and this one up to the inside. Inside to outside, outside to inside. Inside to outside, outside outside to inside. Inside to outside, outside to inside. So outside, inside to outside, outside to inside. That little bit right there is really wonky, but that's alright. Huh. Not too sure why it ended up like that. Oh, you know what? This one maybe should have connected to that one. Should have connected down here, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's connecting fine. It just looks like it maybe I shouldn't have gone here. I should have more tried to follow this and done it this way, like from this one to there and that one to there. Would that have made it better? No, not really. No, that's not right. It has to come over here. Okay, just thinking out loud, folks. This is what I do sometimes when I'm trying to figure out if I've done the pattern correctly. I just think out loud. Alright, so this one's inside of this, skipping over, and it goes to the outside of that one, inside of this, the outside of that one, inside to outside, outside to inside, inside to outside, outside to inside, inside to outside, outside, inside. Alright, so this one, inside to outside, outside to inside, inside to outside, outside to inside, inside to outside, outside to inside. Almost would be better with a square instead of, I think that's my thing, is I started it too diamond-like. I should have made it more square. Even though it was on an angle, I maybe should have made it more square, and then my fence would have been a little, I don't know. So outside and inside. Outside is going to come to here. I guess there should be one like there. So that should go there, and this should go here. And this one will come to there. I have the same issue. It's kind of right at the edge there. And the same thing with this. This one will go over here where you can't see it. And this one also needs to connect to something that's not actually there. Alright, so now I have to decide, oops, I'm missing this one. Alright, that one's really wonky. Oh well. So that's the way Chence should go, sort of. I don't know if it's exactly right, but it does kind of look like a chain link fence or a bunch of knitting that's gone completely stretched out. Yeah, it looks a little less like chain link fence to me, but what do I want to do with this? That's my question. What do I want to do with it? I want to hook them up to something, to themselves or to some kind of, I feel like maybe to each other. Some kind of a round doodad, like a hook or a something. I'll try that. So this is outside to outside, inside to inside. That's different. Yeah, some kind of like that. Yeah, I'll make it like it's fastened somehow to something. And then this one has to go this way. I'll make this attached here. And then this one will attach like that. Down here. It's this one, correct? Yeah. Something like that. You know, this was a real chain link fence that probably fell apart, but oh well. Something like that. And then this one is going to go up and around and attach to that one. That's not right, but that's oh well. That's okay, whatever. Kind of little rivet or something here. Something's gone awry right here. I think it needs to go behind. I'm not exactly sure. Something went awry in that corner. This needs to come up and it needs to attach to something. It's going to come up and it's going to go behind. And it's going to attach back here to something that doesn't exist. Ha ha ha. Here we go. Like I said, if it was real, it would fall apart. This one is going to come up and around. And in this corner, I need the same thing. I'm missing something here. Yeah. It's attached. They're all attached to each other like they should be, except for this looks like it's missing something, but I don't have anything to attach it to, so it's just going to make its own that is just really non-existent, because I want it to have that same look. Alright, well that is completely not what I had anticipated. Oh, I'm missing one here. Oh, that was my problem. Okay. That'll do. Something like that. Let's see. Have I got time to do a little shading or no? I don't know. No, I don't. Okay. So now I can shade. This is my 3B. That's too so I'm just gonna gently and not very much, and I may not even, no, I have to blend, but I'm just barely putting a little tiny bit right where each one of these overlaps. Hardly anything at all. Before I do that, before I get carried away, I think I want to erase my grid underneath, because that's annoying. Oh. Okay, that's better. Just a tiny bit. Right there, and then maybe something here where this little rivet thing is. Remembering where all the overs and unders and overlaps are. Just doing tiny little bit right at the overlap. If I drew this bigger at a bigger scale, I'd probably shade the whole fence thing to give it a sort of a rounded look. But since this is so tiny, I don't think I'm going to do that. Something definitely went awry in this corner, but oh well. Okay. Tiny bit each one, right where they overlap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try drawing this again. I'm not really sure I did this right, but maybe I'll try it on my black tiles. And I'm gonna try some other something with the edges. So I'm not overly happy with how this turned out, but sometimes you like them better than others, and if I set it aside and come back to it, I might find it that I like it. Not that I hate it, don't think it's bad. It's just, I don't know. Something just seems weird about it. Alright, did I catch all the overs and unders? Nope, missed one. Missed one there. It's amazing how your eye can actually see those little tiny little bits of shadow that look out of place. Alright, that's better. Okay, there you go. Chence. Like chain link fence, Chence. I better put the name on there or I will forget. C-H-E